Welcome, everyone. This is Paula Chiocchi. I am founder and CEO of Outward Media. We go by OMI. And this is the Marketing Vanguard Leading Voices in B2B Innovation podcast. Today, we're fortunate enough to have my good long-term friend, Dave Nugent, who is the Executive Vice President of Data and Analytics at Fusion 92, which is a cutting-edge performance marketing agency that develops strong ROI for their clients. Welcome, Dave.
Thanks, Paula. Great to be here.
Happy to have Dave here. So let's dive in because I know you're a wealth of information and everybody's always looking for ROI. And I know you have a strong background in this. So start with this. With data playing a central role in modern advertising, what new technologies or analytic strategies are you leveraging to enhance marketing effectiveness across digital, social, and traditional channels at Fusion?
I would say that today it's all about connecting the dots. We find that if we can enrich B2B data with other data, let's say, we can achieve much greater insights. It's one thing to have a complete picture, which you provide, of these businesses and the people that work there. But if we can connect other data sets to those individuals to gain a greater understanding of who are the people making the decisions, what are their attitudes, what are their behaviors, what are their demographics. If we can connect those dots, we have a much better chance of customizing not only how to target, but we also can customize the messaging, the channel mix for optimal performance. It's also connecting the dots, not just to other data sets to give you that greater view of the person, but it's also using data to maybe connect the dots to the identifiers of the individuals. We've talked about this a lot. We'll probably talk about it a little bit more here today, but being able to reach these business executives, these decision makers, using channels that are usually reserved for B2C marketing is a real game changer for us. That was one of the big innovations. And I know that it's not maybe the most rare things these days, but if we can connect Joe Smith, the CEO of XYZ company, to a consumer database and find out things like age, presence of children, kind of cars that they drive, value of their home, interests, what kind of hobbies they have, that is really useful in being able to customize the messaging, hit on those hot buttons, the comments that will make, or the talk tracks that'll make Joe Smith want to react to your advertisement. But being able to know that Joe Smith also has a home IP address or a mobile advertising ID or a connected TV ID or any of the hashed emails at the personal level, having connected those dots between Joe Smith, the president and CEO of XYZ company, with Joe Smith, the resident at 123 Main Street, we now have the ability, like I said, to customize messaging, but also reach Joe Smith in all of those different ad buying platforms, whether it could be the Metas, it could be TikTok, it could be X, it could be any of these. Those become fair game because we've made that connection. It's still a B2B offer, but we're using consumer channels to try to promote and evangelize.
And so how do these new technologies or various channels impact the campaign strategy then?
It just gives us more options. If, let's say, it's a traditional B2B marketer and they get a list, a very custom list of certain businesses based on SIC code, number of employees, maybe they're targeting only businesses that have certain executives that carry a certain title or a level of job seniority. That's the starting point, and it's really important. But if I can, like I said, make that connection to that executive at home, now we can use these identity graphs. We've all heard about identity graphs. We can use these identity graphs to say, all right, if Joe Smith lives at 123 Main Street, that's great. We can reach Joe Smith now at home, maybe deliver him a piece of direct mail that is promoting a B2B service for his business. But we also know that he lives at 123 Main Street. So what other identifiers are connected to Joe Smith? Not necessarily the executive, but Joe Smith, the resident. I have his home IP address. I have his personal email address, hashed, of course. We have maybe mobile ad IDs. I talked about CTV IDs. We have all of these new identifiers as part of these graphs that allows our media strategists to candidly put together a program that may historically have just focused on direct mail, maybe some LinkedIn advertising, maybe some email advertising. Those are all great. But if you want to make it bigger, you can say, all right, let's use those, but we're going to augment it now with emails that go to the personal inbox, ads that are served to that person's connected TV, ads that are served in social channels or other digital channels. So being able to just